It was only a few days ago that we were saying that we had no words. No words to describe, no words to express, no words. However, this vacuum was quickly filled by a stream of words and slogans emerging from an ocean of narratives that inundated schools, university campuses, social media, and media at large. The waters of this flood were initially a mixture of our tears and spilled blood of our siblings, as the Torah says in Parashat Bereshit, in the portion of Bereshit, screaming from the earth. They are now mixed with a rain of lack of sensitivity, confirmation bias, and convenient righteousness from people we have seen or we have been allies with. He's a good friend. He called me and said, "Did you hear what they are saying about us?" "What do you mean?" I asked. "They are saying that we, the soldiers, are a killing machine and that we are doing an ethnic cleansing in Gaza." My friend is in California, and he doesn't speak a lot about his emotions. He says, "Nico, I am the soldiers. I serve the IDF in a combat unit. I know what we are taught and what we are instructed. We are not a killing machine." "I know," I said. "It's awful to be in war, but there is no way around it at this moment," he said. My friend is a left activist. When we finished the conversation, he asked me if I wanted to join him on making a donation for the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. She emailed me, "Is my daughter safe at college?" He emailed me, "What do you think about this terrible letter I got from my alma mater?" She texted me, "Is it true that we bombed a hospital?" She texted him, "I don't know if I want to be Jewish anymore." She asked and lovingly suggested, "Maybe when you visit this congregant in the hospital, you wear a cap instead of a kippah." She said, "I don't know where to read my news anymore." They cried. I don't think my friends get it at all. They said nothing, and then their students understood that cheering for terror was protected by freedom of speech. She tweeted, "Israel should be able to defend itself, but without doing ethnic cleansing to the Palestinians." She tweeted, "Disproportionate force is being used." They wrote a letter and asked for a cease of fire. They should have a balanced response, they reported. Breaking news: a hospital in Gaza was bombarded by Israel. Update: Israeli army shows evidence that the hospital was bombed from within Gaza. The US government based on their own intelligence, supports Israel's account, Hamas says it was Israel, a fight of versions. This TV network said they don't define themselves as terror. They define themselves as resistance. We will call them resistance, and if our viewers think differently, they will decide by themselves. The same network said, we are colonialism and apartheid. And between the lines emerge impossible expectations for a sovereign state that is fighting a war for its existence. We see the request for proportionality as if it was possible to assure the security of Jews by a proportional response, as if acts of terrorism and the unfortunate reality of war belong in the same moral scale. We hear falsehoods that describe the actions taken by a terrorist group and attach them to a democratic state. And on top of that, we are now suddenly treating reports from a terrorist organization as if they are coming from a reliable source. Yet, just a few days ago, this same group was broadcasting videos of them committing horrific acts against our people. This is the same organization that same day released a video with a captive young woman. They are resistance. We are colonialism and apartheid. This vocabulary that is being built dehumanizes us and justifies the spilling of blood, of our blood. It really feels like a mabul, a flood. ותשחט הארץ לפני אלוהים, says the Torah portion. ותמלא הארץ, from all words, חמאס. ויראה אלוהים את הארץ, והנה נשחטה כשחית כל בשר את דרכו על הארץ. ויאמר אלוהים לנוח קץ לבשר בו לפני כי מלא הארץ חמאס מפניהם והנני משחיתם את הארץ. I'll read it in English now, don't worry. The earth became corrupt before God. The earth was filled with Hamas, says the Torah, for thousands of years. Lawlessness. When God saw how corrupt the earth was, for all flesh had corrupted its ways on earth. God said to Noah, I have decided to put an end to all the flesh, for the earth is filled with Hamas, with lawlessness, because of them. I am about to destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher and wood. Make it an ark with compartments and cover it inside and out with pitch. The world was filled with Hamas, lawlessness, and God sent Noah to build an ark before flooding the earth and for the sake of a new beginning. But for many of us, it feels like the flood is right here, right now, and we don't have an ark yet. The Talmud teaches in Zvachot that the waters of the Mabul, the waters of the flood, were boiling waters. And we are certainly feeling that heat. So, what do we do now? we now build the ark. We protect our well-being not by hiding our Judaism, but by holding to Jewish pride, by supporting the need to defend ourselves and get rid of this malicious enemy, and at the same time asking to uphold the highest moral standards, because we are Jews. We build the ark by challenging the vocabulary that dehumanizes us. We build the ark by strengthening our homes and our communities. We build the ark by strengthening one another. For a long time, we spoke about the growing gap between the Jewish community in the United States and in Israel. This last week, U.S. Jewry donated to Israel $333 million. It's $1 billion shekels. We are building an ark. We are building the ark. This morning, I was shown a video of an Israeli soldier in his late 30s, I guess. He was guarding the northern border, reciting a Shabbat blessing, and then playing Shalom Aleichem on his guitar. He followed it up with Bim Bam, Shabbat Shalom, hey. I am certain that he learned that song in one of our camps here in the US. Israelis don't know that song. We are building an ark. We are building the ark. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not the temporary ark to survive the flood. This is our eternal ark. This is our peoplehood. We are the eternal people, and because of that, we will endure this flood too. Remember that one of the instructions for building the ark was to make a window so we don't disconnect from the outside environment. After the flood, there was a rainbow symbolizing the renewal of God's covenant with humanity. In this case, some of the colors of that rainbow can already be seen, represented by the support of many of our friends and leaders. And there will be more colors. They will appear. Soon the rainbow will come out, and we will work not only to strengthen our ark, our peoplehood, but also to offer our share in a world that is in such a desperate need of healing. We will build our ark, and we will bring our share. Shabbat Shalom.